un rire qui fait peur sur sa bouche. Voilà le portrait sans retour de l'homme auquel j'appartiens. Quand il me prend dans ses bras, il me parle tout bas, je vois la vie en rose. Il me dit des mots d'amour, des mots de tous les jours, et ça me fait quelque chose. Il est entré dans mon cœur, une part de bonheur dont je connais la cause. C'est le oui par moi, trois fois la oui dans la vie. Il me l'a dit.
Pre-operative situation. Tooth 46 shows an occlusal distal and tooth 47 an occlusal amalgam restoration. Due to secondary caries on tooth 46 and for aesthetic reasons, it was decided to replace both restorations. The tooth shade is selected before a rubber dam is placed. For this purpose, the medium third of the natural crown is compared with the shade guide. When selecting the shade, the fact that amalgam restorations may slightly compromise the natural tooth shade must be taken into consideration. After the rubber dam has been placed, the amalgam restorations are separated by means of tungsten carbide burrs and removed in rough pieces. Subsequently, the cavity walls are polished with diamond finishers. For the preparation of the proximal box, a Sonicis microtip is used to prevent injury of the adjacent teeth. The caries is excavated with rose burrs at low speed. The cavity margins are then cleaned with fluoride-free polishing paste, and the cavities rinsed with a strong stream of water. An Optra-matrix band clamped in a Toffelmeyer retainer is positioned, applying slight pressure and rocking movements. The opening of the matrix band is placed in the mesial portion, on the non-involved side of the proximal contact. Hence, space is saved in the interproximal area. The distal box is surrounded by the part of the matrix which is thinned to 10 micrometers. Due to this low wall thickness of the Optra-matrix, the interdental wedge only serves as a cervical seal of the matrix and not to forcefully separate the teeth. Adhese is surrounded for cementation. First, the primer is brushed into the cavity surface and dried with a strong stream of air. Subsequently, the bonding agent is applied, carefully dispersed with air, and polymerized with blue phase for 10 seconds. The first increment of TetricEvo ceram A3 is applied to the cavity, directly from the cavifill into the distal box. The composite is adapted with a cylinder-shaped, plain tip of the Optrasculpt instrument. Optra contact is used to press the unpolymerized composite against the adjacent tooth. The composite material is then cured with the blue phase light, which results in a composite bridge that stabilizes the matrix and thus ensures a correct positioning of the contact point. The marginal ridge is built up in 2 diagonal layers with TetricEvo ceram. After completion of the marginal ridge, the morphology of the occlusal surface can be efficiently reproduced. TetricEvo ceram, featuring a high stability, can be contoured with a point-shaped Optrasculpt working end nearly without sticking to the instrument, and in a controlled and easy fashion. The occlusal surface can be given a particularly aesthetic design if each cusp slope is built up separately. After completion of the sculpting procedure on tooth 46, the matrix is removed to provide a better view on and access to tooth 46. The Class 1 restoration on tooth 47 is also built up cusp by cusp using the OptraSculpt instrument. With the elastic OptraSculpt, excess material can be easily and accurately removed from the cavity margins. Completed contouring of the occlusal surfaces. Once the rubber dam has been removed, OptraGate facilitates the access to the treatment field. The proximal contours are adjusted with SoftLex discs. The occlusion can be checked with OptraGate in place. The occlusion is adjusted with fine-grained diamonds. Subsequently, the restorations are finished and polished with the AstroPull system, starting with coarse and finishing with fine tips. During this procedure, TetricEvo ceram exhibits its excellent polishing properties. The final high gloss is achieved with the AstroBrush brushes, which can also be used with slightly increased speed under water spray. The completed high gloss and aesthetically well integrated TetricEvo ceram restorations.